Wow, you really are beautiful.
So are you.
That's very sweet.
So are you.
Bless your hearts for being here. It's a small number, but you are representative of many more who couldn't make it, many more who are thinking about this, many more who are first being introduced to this. I know that the ride up from New York was probably not as comfortable as you would have liked it to have been, and probably from Middletown as well. You just have to understand that in this struggle, everybody is going to be touched. Everybody is going to have to make a sacrifice. It's not going to be pretty. This plant will be stopped. And if it is not stopped, there will be another plant and another community, another way under. And we will have to stand with them. And then there will have to be more of us. And in order to be more of us, you are going to have to take the matters into your own hands, and you are going to have to start to communicate with everybody you meet about the necessity of stopping this. You know, it's not just a frack gas power plant. The intersectionality of the failure of every institution in this country, which is either failing of its own internal contradictions or being torn apart by this administration, so that we have no interface between us as citizens and the people in power. The only way to get their attention is to resist. That resistance necessitates a certain amount of pain and suffering. I read a very depressing little statistic. If you really want to make a difference on the planet as far as climate is concerned, recycling, not driving an electric car, not driving at all, everything, those little things that you do count for very little. Do you know what has the most impact in reducing our carbon footprint? No, unfortunately it's not. I was real surprised. It was actually fourth. This is what it is. Don't have children. One child releases 58.6 metric tons of CO2. Can you believe that we are saying to the people of this world that in order to be able to live in it, you have to give up your children? That's what it's come to. That's what they're going to ask us to do. This kind of demonstration, when it actually makes, when those corridors in there reverberate with our cries of stop CPV, the policemen that are over there will be in your midst because you will be effective. That's where it's got to go. Apropos of those buses, I don't want to talk for a long time because you've heard some really wonderful people, and there's somebody really important who's going to speak after me. I just want to say, if you want to understand inconvenience, suffering, loss, depression, anxiety, you have to meet somebody from where the gas that powers CPV comes from Dimmock, Pennsylvania. You have to be Ray Kimball. You have to live in his house. You have to open his tap and see the brown water come out. You have to light it. You have to see the damage that the company did to his house, the damage that the company did to his community. Until you can recognize that you have to put up as much as Ray and the community of Dimmock has, then you're not in this fight. I love you.
Love you too.
And we will win.